Okay, so this is the event. It's been posted in multiple communities. It is the Lion Academy Big Open Day, as it says on the screen, originally scheduled for yesterday. However, we're kicking it off today. Keep an eye out on those Minecraft communities. For it to see what it is. Also, if you do have me on your friends list, if you have me or anyone else that's at this on your friends list, then please do just join the party and join the game. So this is going to start off quite simple. I'm going to take you for a tour of the academy. You can see everything the academy has to offer. You can see the kind of. Then I'm going to take you for a tour of the world. You can see all the fun that we do after you've done your classes, during classes. So there is the Lion Academy there. I did not build it all myself. Students and prefects, the original ones, and myself came together and we built this wonderful Lion Academy. The Lion Academy is unique because rather than, we built it and then people come and do role plays, have fun, like that, we created it for basically the purposes of being a real online school on Minecraft. The idea was to create an academy where people could learn but also have fun. Because let's face it, I'm not a kid, but I do agree 100% that offline school sucks. And why does it suck? Because people like governments and politicians and basically everybody that run them, decide what's going to be what, don't care if it's fun or not, or interesting. We run it on Minecraft, and we have classes to help you with getting better at video games. We have classes for helping you get better at stuff you do at offline school. I've had people come to me and say, hey, thanks for the Academy's had people come to it and say, hey, thanks for letting us be in this. Our grades offline have improved a lot since we have been. So these are some of the lessons that you can learn here on this board here. Science and music, art, science fiction, so that's learning about science fiction shows. And then there's construction, aka building, and then for Minecraft stuff there is redstone, potions, combat, Minecraft basics, family studies, legends, British histories, pets, ethics, dinosaurs, Destiny boss battle strategies. I'm sure you've heard of Destiny. It's a game. It's awesome. The best out there. Maths, drama, grammar improvement, where you learn, what is good and bad speaking grammar. French. So here's a little bit here. So this is like a little taster of the French bit here. So, SATL chat is the French, and then in English it means, do you like cats? Now, over at the main building, there's the name here, which is ILC Lion Academy for girls and boys ages 9 to 16. We walk in here, This room here is used for history lessons and science and all kinds of other cool stuff. If your inventory is full of crap, and let's face it, who doesn't have that? Sometimes you can come through here and stash it in the locker area. Round here is I'm broadcasting. Around this area is the playground. Now, we do love to have fun at Lion Academy, as I said. We hold all sorts of celebrations. We hold a celebration of Valentine's Day, Christmas, Easter, Halloween, and last Valentine's Day we had the place altered so that it said Happy Valentine's Day, and we changed it up a bit afterwards, so now it says Happy Lions on the school roof. Got a roller coaster. Through the back of the playground is, of course, the language class. So this is where you would come to learn all the different languages, French and some other stuff. If you'd like a little taster of that, then I will give you I'm not the actual language teacher, but I'll give you a little taste of some Latin. Ve victis. So, a Latin phrase is Ve victis. Now, just to see how smart you guys are out there, what I'm going to do is I'm not going to tell you the translation yet. I'm going to give it till the next time I do a video, and I would like you guys to try and guess what Ve victis means. Okay, so if we come back this way, here is the head teacher's office. Now, you do not want to come in here because, as I said, everything is real. Real classes, real rules. And real rules, of course, means, you guessed it, real punishments. And if you get brought into the head teacher's office, that means you are getting a big punishment. McDonald's. What do you mean, McDonald's?
Yummy.
No, someone here is saying McDonald's. If you are saying that McDonald's is what Ve victis means, I'm afraid you are wrong. Ve victis is not modern Latin. Ve victis has actually been around from a very long time ago. You're talking Julius Caesar times. So we'll close that. This is our information room where you get given your rule books. Through here is our music room where you'll learn and study music, songs, that kind of thing. Through here is the potion and tech room. Here you learn how to be better at Minecraft potion making and how to do things to do with real world tech. You'll learn about all sorts of problems, things that might come up on computers, things that might come up on PlayStations, so it really is beneficial. This is the Destiny Boss Spell Strategies and Ethics room. Usually used for one-to-ones, and we will teach you actual good strategies for fighting bosses like Atheon or Oryx or Crota or War Priest, because let's face it, there's a lot of different strategies. Everyone does some in a different way, but also a lot of people are lazy. They don't come up with their own strategies. They watch YouTube instead, and a lot of YouTubers, what they'll say is utter bollocks. They're making it harder for themselves than it actually is, by doing things that just make it harder and are completely unnecessary, or even do fake videos. So you learn and hear all that kind of stuff. Basically how to be good enough to use to have a strategy of your own that you came up with and you can be proud of, so you don't have to copy off YouTube. And a taste of that class is come up with your own strategies with your friends. Learn from your friends. Don't copy off YouTube. Enjoying the video, Venom? Over here is the architecture class. Now, it was built and designed by the architecture teacher, well, prefect. You see, if you get good grades in our line academy, you get to become a prefect and pick one, maybe two classes about something to teach to people. Sadly, while our architecture prefect is really, really, really good, he's a super good architect, and he is also like a mathematical genius, practical kid prodigy, a real Einstein style. Some people think he's a bit of a geek, but he's not. He's really nice. But we're having a bit of an issue with him. So we may or may not be keeping architecture class. This is what we call the Family Studies and Griefer Studies room. Now in here we learn the different way different families do things. You'll learn all sorts of stuff. Do special projects. Some of it's writing, some of it's studying, some of it's role play. So we do things. I mean, we've got a very fun activity planned for the architecture class. Not architecture class, sorry, well, we did have fun with the architecture class, I should say, but we're not going to be able to do that probably. We've got some fun activities for musical and family studies. Family studies, we're doing one where basically you write down information about, how things go for you in your family, and then you do a role play and act out how you would do them if you were having your own family. If you had your own family and stuff, so you have a job in a store or whatever in the Lion City, you have a little house, which I built two of, and you keep a diary, and then, we haven't started that off yet, but we're going to soon, and also, you find out a lot about different people, different things happen. So family studies is good. Lots of people still enjoy it. The other thing, of course, griefer studies. Everyone hates a griefer, don't they? I think the answer to that has to be yes. And part of the problem can be. You need two things to stop people from griefing. Number one is that they understand there will be consequences and punishment if they do grief. Now Mojang has put that in place, and YouTube is cooperating with that. If you grief someone's world when they've made clear to you that they do not wish it griefed and that they'll be extremely upset about it, and they report you, then Mojang will stop you being allowed to play online on Minecraft. If someone does a grief video, we teach you about that as well. Then, what it is, not how to do it. Then you can lodge a complaint with YouTube or with Mojang, and if you can show a video either just randomly on YouTube, or if you can send one in to either Mojang or YouTube, then YouTube will ban that YouTuber's channel. Now, I know what you're thinking, big YouTubers, thousands of subs, it's never going to happen to them. Well, Mojang have stated publicly they will ban, they are prepared to ban any YouTuber, whether it's an ordinary small one, whether it's someone who has 10 subs or 10 million subs, if they do that. The other thing we need is to educate people on the damage, the upset it causes for the person being griefed. Because no offence, crime or rule violation which has a victim is harmless. So what we need to do, what we try to do is we try to teach people that it is not okay to grief. Now, we try to get them in here, we try to teach them what will happen if people grief other people. We try to teach them how it can be really upsetting for certain people. Because a couple of years ago, I think it was the year before last, a big thing was that there were YouTubers who would go onto people's worlds, and they would, at the time, they were targeting young kids about 10, 9, 12, in some cases even 6 and 7, and griefing things that they built with their parents and siblings. Now, to me, I think that's absolutely evil, to grief a 6-year-old on video. And they would then, of course, use that to get subs. Basically, they were posting that, and then people like griefers, cyberbullies, other YouTubers would watch it, put a like on, and sub. Someone who's young, that can be very upsetting. Someone who's put a lot of work into something, that can be very upsetting. Now, one thing I would like to say, to tell you, is that one thing that makes people think that a lot of people don't care, basically, if they get griefed or not sometimes, is that survival players don't really mind that much, because for survival players it's not about the building, it's about the survival, obviously, as the name would suggest. But for someone who's a creative player, the stuff they build is very, very important to them a lot of the time, and they absolutely hate being griefed. Over here is the combat class area, This is where you learn to bear Minecraft combat. As you can see, there's a little teaching area here. There's some arenas up here. And basically you learn how to be awesome with bows, swords, spears. If you come this way, there is Miss Wolf's art department. And in here you learn to make banners, you learn about artists, all sorts of stuff. It's really fun. I mean, here there's a wolf goddess banner. Here, everyone has one of these pillars, whether their username or their real name on it, and if you get 3 A's in a day, or one A plus, you will receive a diamond or gold block. If you get 3 bad grades in a day, you will get a block taken away. If you get in trouble and have to be punished for breaking a rule, you will get a black block. If you get 3 black blocks or more, you've got to do a special behavior improvement class. I'm going to do another part of this later on where I'll show you the other classes. Later, guys. But the event is still continuing, so feel free to join my world.